Okay, welcome to a new day. Um, so I've been up for quite a while. So it's about 6:30 now. I think the Lord got me up at 2 this morning. Um, yeah, so I don't know what that was all about, but anyway, it's been good. It's nice and cool. Already done a couple walkabouts. Um, Processing, talking with the Lord, connecting with Him. Ran up on a couple things. Um, so Joshua Fowler shared a declaration this morning, and it is, "I decree a new wave of awakening." So I really resonated with that. I think he declares stuff every day, but this one really resonated, so I thought I'd share that. David Addison also, um, I think it was a podcast from yesterday, but I think I didn't see it until this morning. But he shared, so basically it's about um, 777. So he's sharing kind of his insight as it relates to something he's sensing in the spirit, and that different things are happening. So the Lord, so the Lord's moving, the Lord's doing stuff, and it began with 7 days after Pentecost. So I think that was this past Sunday, and then there's going to be another release in 7 weeks. I think that's going to be in July, and then there's going to be another release in 7 months, and that's going to be I think December 31st. So basically, just the Lord's on the move. He's doing some stuff, and so the thing with Doug's message for me was um, that his sense is that the Lord is getting ready to open a portal. So that's going to be the thing in 7 weeks, and so that's the thing that's going to happen next month in July. And the portal is joy. So again, that really resonates with me. So yeah, so um, I don't know. I mean, it's just good for me to hear that other people are also sensing and experiencing things similar to what I'm sensing and experiencing, especially as it relates to joy and rest and yeah. So I'm looking forward. God's always good. He's continuing to do stuff every day, and we'll see what happens next month. Again, rolled up on Graham Cook, and he's posting a lot of stuff. I don't know if he does all the time, but I don't know. Something just caught my eye. So yeah, so I've been sitting under his teaching for a while, and yesterday he posted, "Expectation is the entryway to living in the fullness of joy. Joy is always present because of who God is for us, so we can expect to discover it." And then he goes on to talk about this week in the place of increase, expect to be joyful. I think that's something that he's running this week. Um, you can recognize your increases in joy and expand your capacity for more. You'll gain a greater awareness of where joy is present so that nothing can ever steal your joy again. I think that's pretty cool. Um, So the thing with Graham Cook is, so he has a bunch of stuff online from the past. So like he speaks all over the place, and a lot of different churches, conferences. They record his teachings, and so they're online. He also has so his organization is, I think it's called Brilliant TV, and there's a whole bunch of stuff on there. You got to pay for that, pay for access to it. And then there's things that you can buy. So you can buy books, you can buy different recording, whether video casts. Um, yeah, so there's a number of things. So, but he's kind of marketing also a different, I'll just say offerings. Every couple weeks or so. And so there's the one as it relates to joy, and yeah, so it's good stuff. So I want to share a couple other things that Graham shared today or posted today, and that is there is a beauty about joy that you must embrace in order for it to become the way you live. Pretty deep. And then earlier today he shared that David wrote in Psalm 16:11 that in God's presence there is fullness of joy. So we need to expect joy to always be present. So these are good words. I love this. I kind of sit under it. I soak it up. I dwell in it. I ponder it for myself. I personalize this stuff. And so I am currently in the process of trying to um, be filled and be transformed with the joy of the Lord. So this is all relevant for me. Let's see. So so for me right now, um, I'm kind of in this place of not knowing. Um, I mean, I know some things, but I don't know everything, and I'm sure I'll never know everything. But as it relates to kind of my current journey, um, I'm not sure. So specifically, I don't know. So this morning, this morning was good. I mean, just it's nice and cool. Uh, it was nice and bright. Um, Air is clean. But I just kind of had this sense. I'm not sure how much longer the Lord wants me to continue posting videos. So I'm just not sure about that. So part of that is, just kind of, so I'm been doing it because the Lord asked me to do it. Had to overcome a lot of things in order to uh, even begin the process and continue the process. Have had to continue to press into and deal with a lot of my personal issues from the past, which has all been good, and that's continuing. And then, but then I just am, and then, yeah, I'm just not sure. Was the posting the videos just to get me on track with what I'm doing presently? One, and then two, where is this going? What is this unto? And so it's just not knowing. I'll continue as long as I feel the Lord's saying to continue, but not sure. So I think I'm going to spend a portion of the morning, just kind of sitting with the Lord, processing this, and see what comes up. Um, yeah, so I'm in process. Um, my healing journey continues. Um, yeah, it's been good. He continues to open things up. I mean, kind of, yeah. So again, I just feel like I've just barely tapped into like his joy, and it's at this point I'd have to admit, so it kind of ebbs and flows. So it comes in, it's good, but then it kind of, so maybe my container is leaking, so I can't retain it. So I'm looking for that day and time when I can fully retain it and stay with and sit in and fit. So maybe that's what the Lord has for me is that this season is to create in me um, I'll just say vessel or container that can fully contain and retain His joy, His rest, His love, His shalom. So that things are not fleeting, that it's not just comes in and then goes away, and then I have to get filled up again, but more that I can stay out of that full place, operate out of His fullness, or maybe it's just learning to continue to seek the fullness and continuing to receive so that I am operating out of fullness regardless of it, whether my vessel is leaking or not. So I don't know. We'll see.